Welcome. You're watching Guardians of Gaia right here on Cape Town TV, Channel 263. My name is Megan Edwards. In the upcoming episodes and as they unfold, we see how very ordinary people are trying to save the planet in their very own unique ways. Tonight we look at eco-technology and innovative solutions that have been making a difference, big or small, as we try to save the planet. As we see later on, the statistics are very unsavory and something needs to change. We speak to individuals who are making that change by recreating the plastic bottle into only looking like plastic. We also look at an eco car wash and the world's first biodegradable cigarette. So be sure to send through your comments and your questions on all our social media handles. My name's Megan Edwards and welcome to Guardians of Gaia. Before we get into the show, let's look at this week's newsfeed.
The concept for launching electric vehicles into the South African market came about in 2018. Agility CEO Dr. Mandla Lamba partnered with eBike Go, India's largest smart electric mobility platform, to produce and distribute electric motorbikes. The company has unveiled 3 types of motorbikes that will be available in the market for students, delivery drivers and sports enthusiasts.
This one I'm sitting on is called RTF. It's for students. This one is selling at 48,000 rands. But if for any reason our partnering bank Capitec is not able to approve your finance because maybe you've got some problems with your credit rating, we have a partnership with Finance Africa where they support our leasing structure, where even if you're on credit bureau, you can rent it to own it at 1,300 rand if the case that the bank cannot approve you. Then we have the Wild Grace there, which is selling at 175,000 rands, which is the personal commuting bike. That's the one you use to go to work, you do your errands. And then we've got the delivery scooter also that is selling. Delivery scooter is called Lodex. It takes a load of up to 250 kg. So that one is selling at a total of 30,000 rands.
Transport is an important factor in our daily lives. We use buses, taxis, cars, or even bikes to go about our daily lives. But we don't know enough about greenhouse emissions being released into the air and their impact on climate change. Agility is one of the first electric vehicle manufacturers in Africa and is on a mission to make a social and environmental impact.
The most beautiful thing about our bikes is its cost effectiveness. Because we are building it for Africans, it is not only efficient on your pocket and efficient on the road, it is cheaper than a normal bike to buy. And you don't have to pay anything on petrol. So what you pay from day one is all you'll pay.
These electric vehicles don't release greenhouse gases. They use green energy as well as a battery swapping system.
If your bike starts running a little low, you will have an app that is attached to your phone that is installed when you buy the bike that tracks your bike. So as soon as your bike is running low on battery power, you will be alerted on your phone to say you need to charge. And if you are nowhere near your home to be able to charge, you'd be able to walk into one of our trusted swapping stations that would be strategically placed around the country. You basically take out the battery from your bike. It's a very easy process. You put it into the vending machine looking swapping machine and it'll spit out a filled up bike. A battery that you then just put into your bike and off you go.
The motorbikes will be in the market from June. For Our City News, I am Octavian Ndlovu in Cape Town.
We've seen that plastic has now become more and more taboo as countries like Kenya have actually now banned the use of plastic bags. And in 2020, England has banned the use of single-use plastics altogether. More and more people are now moving away from using plastic bottles, and here are the reasons why. Plastic pollution actually harms wildlife and human life. Turtles, for example, they actually feed on plastic bags, mistaking them for jellyfish. And fish also feed on microplastics, which in turn lands up in the stomachs of seabirds and then into our plates. Nicholas de Beer and Mpumi Tshabalala takes us through the world's first biodegradable plastic bottle.
So this is the new design for Pommy's brand. This is the one that's currently in spas and restaurants at the moment. But both of those are the Omnia Natura brand of water. And yeah, available in still and sparkling, large and small.
The truth is, the planet is heating up very quickly. Plastics pollution is really out of control, and that's a particular pain point for us. I mean, if you look at the fact that the COVID-19 pandemic has actually made the plastic pollution even worse. So we wanted to get a solution that we could put into people's hands, to put it very simply, a very simple solution that people can use on a day-to-day basis, and that's really the crux of it.
Consumers demanding a solution to the plastic pandemic, and we call it a plastic pandemic because even if COVID and lockdown is alleviated in the next few months, plastic is here with us for hundreds and hundreds of years, for your children's children and generations to come. So we had so many of our current consumers demanding that we do something about plastic waste, that we look at something more sustainable, and that we bring the planet something which Gaia wants, which is a green polymer and a green solution. So that's where it started. The thrust came from our customers being unhappy with plastic usage, and then certainly to bring about something that would solve it, both that is plant-based and can biodegrade into compost afterwards. So that's how we started, and then Pommy has been involved with the water for a while, and I think he sort of saw the light, the green light.
So during the course of the lockdown, we got into a partnership where we could take their products and make it tangible for the end user. So the end user for me was just, there's so many people who use plastic that don't know that there is a more cheaper and affordable alternative, So yeah, that's where we started. We started from seeing the great work that Fortis X is doing, and we just thought, how can we make that more tangible on the ground? So my thing's all about educating people and raising awareness. So this product speaks to that. This product is my way of doing that.
We've got a bottle collection service, especially for this, which is free of charge. And we do that with each customer. So for example, if it is a closed loop system like we have with hotels and restaurants, then that becomes quite straightforward in terms of bottle collections and getting them off to composting. But if you are just at your apartment at home, you don't have access to composting facilities, you can't compost in your garden. If you don't have a garden, then certainly we make that effort to collect them and ensure that they go to compost. As the manufacturer, it's part of our extended producer responsibility to make sure that that happens, and that is audited every year. So we put the pressure on ourselves to ensure that closed loop is happening and that the bottles do indeed return back to earth. What we definitely are not trying to do is we're not trying to remove plastic entirely, although one might think that. We must remember that plastic has absolutely its place on the market. The spa next, go grab a bottle of Omnia.
As Nicholas has mentioned before, there is a place for plastic in the world, but that place is not in our oceans. The idea is not to eliminate plastic completely, but rather to lessen its impact on the environment. When we come back, after the break, we look at eco-car washing, and later we explore the world's first biodegradable cigarette. Stay with us.